Good morning. Man, it's Uncle Lou here. Let me turn that down some for you. Man, it's Uncle Lou here, and good morning in that, and also in addition to that as well. Man, what a great day of college football we have today. College Game Day and SEC Nation are both live in Tuscaloosa today for the big 3:30 matchup between LSU and Alabama. That's the big one today. Minnesota and Penn State too. Is Minnesota for real? I've been doubting Minnesota all year. We'll find out today. Whether they're for real or not. They host Penn State. Tennessee's trying to keep it rolling against Kentucky on the road. So they got a couple of wins at home, right, against South Carolina and UAB. Back-to-back wins, which is a huge deal for Tennessee. Back-to-back wins. We'll see if they can keep it going on the road today at Kentucky. And lots of other good games, too. We'll get to the phone calls here in just a second. A couple people on hold already. So we'll get to the phones in just a second. As usual, though, we will pull up the schedule of today's games here. Maybe. And we will go through it. And we will see what we need to watch today. Yeah, we'll do that. Shout out to Bright Badge, too. New sponsor here on the Uncle Lou Show. They're going to be sponsoring the Saturday morning shows for the rest of the season. Get you one of these. You need one of these. Are great. They're great for trolling. I don't think that's their intended purpose. In fact, I know it's not their intended purpose. But they're great for that too. 24-17, by the way. But shout out to Bright Badge. You guys go to brightbadge.com and check them out. They're great for games, concerts, parties, whatever. They're cheap. I have that pair of sunglasses, that I used to wear with the scrolling LED thing. And people ask me how come I don't wear them that much anymore. Well, they're huge for one thing. They're like this big, and then the arms of the things go like 3 inches back past your head to hold batteries and all this kind of. They're just not convenient. These are much easier. You just charge these up. Well, it comes with a USB cable. You just charge it up. They last forever. There's an app on your phone. It's way easier than the sunglasses app I had with those sunglasses. But you pull the app up, you just type in whatever it is. Type. You just type in whatever it is you want it to say. And it's got all different kinds. You can make it scroll. You can make it flash. All kinds of different things. But brightbadge.com. You guys head over there. Head over there and check them out. They're good people over there. They're taking care of Uncle Lou. Let's return the favor. You guys go to brightbadge.com and check them out. I'm going to give away one of these this morning, too. So we'll do that towards the last half of the show. I have a way we're going to give one away. Somebody's going to win one, which is amazing. So brightbadge.com, y'all go check them out. All right, let's look at the day's games here. Of course, some have already been played. We had some Tuesday games that no one cares about. Same with Wednesday. Thursday night, same thing. No one cares. Friday, very few people care, but some people care. Is it still fun to laugh at UCF now that they have 3 losses? I'm not so sure, to be honest. It was a lot funner. It was a lot funner when they thought they were the best team in America. It was a lot more fun to laugh at UCF then. I don't know. It's starting not to be that fun to laugh at them anymore, but they found a way to lose on the road at Tulsa. Washington won 19-7 at Oregon State, one of the worst teams in America. Congratulations, I guess. And then on to today's games. And, man, we got some good ones starting at noon. Maryland at Ohio State. Anything going on with Ohio State lately that I need to know about? Man, why are Ohio State fans so mad at Uncle Lou? I have ragged on Ohio State really bad in the last couple of years, mainly about Urban Meyer, a couple of other things too. But this season, I didn't have much of a reason to rag on Ohio State for starters, I thought and still think they're the best team in America up to this point. I've been saying since the beginning of the season that Chase Young is the best player in all of college football, period, regardless of position. And obviously, I have an interest in Justin Fields and seeing how he does at Ohio State, and he's done really well. He's a Heisman candidate. I would put him probably 5th on the list right now, but still a Heisman candidate. And so Ohio State fans have loved Uncle Lou this year. I mean, they've absolutely loved me this year. I can't tell you how many messages and tweets and DMs and comments everywhere that I have gotten from Ohio State fans all year long that goes something like this. Finally, an unbiased SEC fan who doesn't just hate Ohio State just to hate them. He actually looks at it and is unbiased and not just trashing Ohio State for no reason. Hundreds. I make one video clowning Ohio State yesterday, and these people's feelings are hurt so bad it's ridiculous. A couple of people even felt the need to leave me a comment saying that how much they loved my channel until yesterday, but now they have to go ahead and unsubscribe and not watch me anymore. Good. Good. I don't want you here. I don't want that type of fan here. I don't want the type of fan here who thinks it's hilarious and loves it when other teams do something stupid and I point it out, or I clown other teams for being bad, or other teams cheat like Ole Miss and Clemson. One guy even mentioned that. They love that, but as soon as their team gets into crosshairs, all of a sudden, I shouldn't be talking about this like about kids, college kids. I should be ashamed of my. No, I've been doing this for years. I'm not going to change. Listen to what I'm about to tell you, Ohio State fan. Listen to this. That ain't no family friend, period. It ain't, okay? It's someone connected to Ohio State, gave Chase Young money, period. Keep your head in the sand if you want to. Cry, make any excuse you want. I really don't care. Chase Young is suspended. He deserves to be suspended. It doesn't matter whether you think it's fair. It doesn't matter whether you like the rule or hate the rule or think the rule is unfair. Breaking news. Lots of things in life are unfair. All right? I don't think it's fair that the government makes you wear a seatbelt. Doesn't matter. You get pulled over, you're still getting a ticket. Okay? Chase Young broke the rules. He admitted he broke the rules in his own statement that he put out. Even if you believe what Chase Young is telling you, even if you believe him word for word, that's against the rules. You cannot accept money, even from a family friend, unless you have a relationship with that family friend prior to being recruited by the school you're at. By Chase Young's own admission, this family friend did not become a family friend until the summer before he enrolled at Ohio State, which was well after his recruitment had begun by Ohio State. So Chase Young broke the rules, period. You can believe him about, first he was flying his family out there. Then it was flying his girlfriend out there. If he couldn't afford to fly his family and girlfriend out there, how did he afford to pay the loan back? So anyway, the point is he broke the rules. He's suspended. 1 game, 2 games, rest of the year. How much is a plane ticket from Columbus, Ohio, round trip to Pasadena and back? Was the loan only for a plane ticket? Did it involve hotel room fare? Because here's the thing. If the amount that he borrowed from a family friend was $1,000 or more, he has to sit out 33% of the season, which is 4 games, which is the rest of the regular season, meaning he would miss the Penn State game. He would miss the last 4 regular season games. If it was $400 or less, he'll only miss one. The suspension will only be 1 or 2 games. So I don't know. How much is a plane ticket from Columbus, Ohio to Pasadena, California and back? How much is a hotel room out there on New Year's week during the weekend of the Rose Bowl? I seriously doubt you could fly there and back, stay in a hotel room at that time of year with that football game going on at that time for less than $1,000. So Chase Young is probably done for the rest of the year, and he should be. Again, it doesn't matter whether we think these rules are fair. Somebody in the comment section told me basic life needs is what the loan was for. It's not a basic life need to fly your girlfriend to Pasadena. It's not. Somebody else told me he was trying to put food on his plate. That's ridiculous. The kids eat for free. So, and again, it doesn't matter whether you think these rules are fair or not. They're the rules, and they apply to everybody just the same. Todd Gurley had to sit out 4 games for selling $1,000 worth of his name. Okay? I had somebody in the comment section try to tell me, I bet if this was Georgia, you'd make a bunch of excuses. Go to my YouTube channel and search Uncle Lou Todd Gurley. Let me know the excuses you find. I jumped all over Todd Gurley, and I said the exact same things I'm saying now. Doesn't matter whether we think it's fair or right. These are the rules. He knew the rules. I called him selfish. I called Todd Gurley selfish. It's on video on my channel. So shut up with the whole, if this was Georgia, you wouldn't be saying that. Of course I would. First of all, are you new here? There isn't anybody on planet Earth, including you, Ohio State fan, or anyone else, that's anywhere near as hard on Georgia as I am. So I really don't care that your feelings are hurt and you feel the need to unsubscribe. I could care less. I don't want soft-ass snowflakes like you watching this channel that think it's hilarious when I laugh about Michigan State hiring a fondle doctor. You think that's hilarious. But as soon as Ohio State buys Chase Young, all of a sudden you got a problem with Uncle Lou. I don't want you watching. Okay? So, bye. Bye. I still think Ohio State covers the 40 points or whatever it is today, though. Minnesota at Penn State's also at noon. That'll be a good one. Vandy at Florida. I think Florida rolls. I'm not buying this hangover thing. I know last couple of years Florida has lost a week after the Georgia game, but they played Mizzou the last couple of years. Vandy ain't Mizzou. I think Florida rolls at home. Baylor at TCU. I picked TCU to win that one. I wish I could go back and change it. I don't see that happening now, but it's on video. I took TCU, so I guess I got to stick with that. No one cares about East Carolina or SMU or any of these other noon games for that matter. Florida State at Boston College. I think Florida State's better without Willie Taggart than they were with him, so I picked Florida State to win on the road. Florida State, Willie Taggart is that bad. I think he actually makes Florida State worse. This is addition by subtraction. This reminds me of 2015 when we fired Mark Richt because he couldn't beat anybody, including Georgia Tech. We fire him. We showed up in the bowl game that year with no coaches at all. We had no coaches. We had like the audio-visual guy was like our offensive coordinator or something for that game. We showed up in the bowl game and won. Against Penn State, wasn't it? I don't remember, and it doesn't matter. I think it was Penn State, but it doesn't matter. The point is this is addition by subtraction. Give me Florida State in that one. Georgia Tech, it doesn't even matter who they're playing. I'll take the other team. And then 3:30, I'm going to stream today from 3:30 till about 10 or 11 o'clock at night over on the Patreon page because we got a bunch of good games at 3:30, including the LSU-Alabama game, and then the Georgia game comes on at 7. So I'll be on the Patreon page from 3:30 till the Georgia game ends at 11 o'clock or whatever it is. So all you Patreon members, make sure you check the link to the Patreon page around 3:15. Click the link. It'll take you to the stream. If you're not on the Patreon page yet, what's wrong with you? What are you waiting on? Support Uncle Lou. I'm good people. Unless I talk about your team, in which case I'm human garbage, according to you. But anyway, check the Patreon page. The link will be up around 3:15. The link to the Patreon page is in the description of this video, and the rest of the video is also in too. Kansas State at Texas. I picked Kansas State in that one. Louisville at Miami. I picked Miami. Iowa at Wisconsin. This could be a good game here. I take the under in that. I don't care if it's 11 points. Take the under. Iowa at Wisconsin. I think that'll be a low-scoring game. The night games, Missouri at Georgia, of course. App State at South Carolina is a good one tonight, too. I think App State can beat them. I really do. Clemson at NC State. Clemson's going to roll big in that one. Huge. Tennessee at Kentucky. I picked Tennessee, but I'm worried about Tennessee in this game. For the sake of the Tennessee fans, especially the ones who have stuck around on this channel through some really hard times, I hope Tennessee can keep it going here and get a win on the road. But I'm starting to have sort of a bad feeling about this game, but we'll see. Iowa State at Oklahoma. Good thing this game's at Oklahoma because you can't win at Iowa State. What's his name will tell you over and over again. If you don't believe me, try to find his channel, well, whatever it's called. Watch any video he's ever made, and he'll tell you. He'll tell you all about it, and also. Good morning, sir. Good morning. What's up?
What's up?
What you doing?
Just talk to the people.
You want to pick some winners?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
You got to talk into the microphone though. But Lou Jr. is gonna give you some. I'll do 3 games.
Okay.
You got to pick the winner. All right.
All right.
Tennessee at Kentucky, 7:30 on the SEC network. You got to talk into here so they can hear you. Who's gonna win? Tennessee at Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah, the man told you to take Kentucky. You better listen to him. He's way smarter than I am. All right, how about this one, man? This is the biggest game of the day. LSU, the Corn Dogs, on the road at Alabama, the Gumps. Who you taking, the Corn Dogs or the Gumps?
LSU.
And that's the who?
The Corn Dogs.
He said that's the Corn Dogs. So he's taking the Corn Dogs to get a upset win on the road there. And now what about, this is 2 undefeated teams here. What about Penn State on the road at Minnesota, though?
Minnesota.
Look at this man picking the upsets for you today. And how much does Chase Young cost?
$2.
He says $2. I don't know. I think it's a little more than that. He's the best player in football. I think it costs about $1,500. No? He says no. I don't know. Should we take some phone calls from these people?
Yes.
All right. Lou Jr. says it's time to take some phone calls. So that's what we're going to do. Go Dogs. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, sir. And he says, go Dogs. So Go Dogs says go Dogs. Go Dogs, sir. Thank you for the super chat. Colton. Colton, thank you, sir, for that super chat. Man, that is something serious. Thank you, sir. I really, really appreciate that. These super chats are what keep me doing all these live shows. So, man, Colton, I really, really appreciate that. He says, good morning, Uncle Lou. Go Dogs. Can't wait for the games today. As always, love the channel. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let's do this one time. Here you go, Lou Jr. Wave at him over there.
Where?
See if you can find it. Where? Where is it? Right now. No.
Oh.
You did good, man.
Wait, is it that side or that side?
No, this is live.
Oh.
You want to take some phone calls, man?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's take some phone calls. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like this might be a Florida State fan. Let's see. Oh, yeah, good morning in that. And you're on with Uncle Lou, too.
Yes, sir. I'm really upset that they fired Willie Taggart.
How upset are you?
Well, I'm just devastated. He was the best coach they've had since Bobby Bowden. They just didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, a year and a half. He was 9-12. What you should be upset about is that white guy y'all dress up like Tonto and put out on that show pony. Does that upset you?
Yes, and he's gay.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for the call.
But okay, yeah,
we don't do gay jokes here. This isn't the middle school playground. Okay, this is a college football show. So take your homophobia and stick it up your ass. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Oh, good morning, Lou and Lou Jr. Thank you for taking my call. Boy, you getting this hard to get on this firebomb, man. All these people wanting to be on your channel.
What's going on today?
Oh, man, just enjoying the day. I'm actually off of work, about to watch these games. One thing I want to talk to you, we talked earlier this week on one of the live shows about Georgia and things that even in a Florida win like that they could correct and fix that'll be problems down the road. And I was talking about up the middle, and you didn't think that was maybe the case. So today I want you to watch Albert O, and if Kelly Bryant's going to do anything, that's on him. But watch what they do.
Is he even going to play,
Kelly
Kelly Bryant?
The middle of the field. They were talking about that he's more than likely going to play, but I haven't seen anything else on it. Oh man. Let me get some of that pineapple, though. That is hilarious. That Tua pineapple one you got.
Yeah, I can't play that on the morning show. I don't have that loaded up. I have all that stuff loaded up for the nighttime shows, but I don't have any of those things loaded up for the. I need to add them to the morning shows.
Oh boy. So what was your? I didn't see the hype and hate video. Did you do one this week?
No, I was supposed to do it yesterday, but there were some unforeseen circumstances. I had some worker bees here yesterday remodeling one of my bathrooms, and that and the Chase Young situation ruined my plans. I'm gonna try to make one as soon as this live show is over and get it uploaded, but It's not gonna be. A hype and hate video normally takes me 4 or 5 hours to do. I won't have time to do that today, but I'm going to do something and get it uploaded before 12 o'clock.
Well, Bama fans, y'all out there, y'all know that Walmart's got a buy one, get one free on 2-ply toilet paper later after y'all shit the bed and LSU takes it home. You have a good day, Lou.
Thank you. I like that. 2-ply toilet paper. Thank you for the call, sir. Let me catch up on some super chats here. Dang It Man says, Lou Jr. is a good-looking young man. He gets that from his mama, I guess. That sweatshirt, however, is child abuse. Go Gators. Thank you for the super chat, Dang It Man, and sorry for your loss. Hashtag 24-17, 3 straight. Alex, thank you for the super chat, sir. Good morning, Lou. I'm about to go crazy here. 2:30 needs to get here. Going to be a battle either way. 34-31 LSU. Go Tigers. Yeah, good luck. It's going to be a hell of a game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout either way. I've been saying it all week. That's really the only thing that would surprise me about this game is if it ends up being a blowout on either side. That's the main reason I took LSU in the 6 points in this game. I'm expecting this to be a close game. And if it comes down to field goals at the end, that's not good for Alabama because, of course, they can't make a field goal. But mainly, I'm just hoping this game lives up to the hype. I'm hoping we get a good game. Last year, it ended up being a disappointment. I hope that's not the case this year. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Stephen Roberts, thank you for the super chat. He says, YouTube just let me send a $5 super chat for free, so everyone hook Lou up. Did I miss the hype and hate, or did you decide not to do it? I'm going to try to do it this morning as soon as this live show is over, so thank you for the super chat, sir. Dog Collector, thank you for the super chat. Can I borrow some wrapping paper? Yeah, email me your address. I'll hook you up. I got all you need, buddy. Oh wow, Jay Rizzle Drizzle. Jay Rizzle Drizzle, thank you. You have taken the lead, sir, for the new high super chat for the day. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. He says LSU appreciates you more than dog fans. I'm so nervous about today to the point I'm sitting here and can't turn on the TV and watch any of the hype due to hyperventilating. Love your show, and I really appreciate the time and hard work. CY equals idiot. Thank you for that super chat, sir. That means so much to me. Thank you, and I'm glad you appreciate the work I put in. I have a great time doing these live shows and talking with you guys about college football. And during the season, there's so much to talk about. But during the off season, and we talked about this last summer when it started to get close to the season, these live shows is what keeps me alive, I think, during the off season. And I don't know. It seemed like last year it helped the off season go by a lot quicker. So I appreciate those kind words, sir. Thank you very much for the super chat. All right, back to the phones and that. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Yeah, good morning, Lou. It's Peyton. I just wanted to touch on the Chase Young situation, but it seems like you did stir the pot yesterday on Twitter and piss a lot of us off, but I did want to touch on that.
The floor is yours, sir. This is Peyton, Ohio State fan. He calls in all the time, guys, so let's see what he has to say here.
Yeah, but so I know you all know the story, so I'm not going to go over that, the whole girlfriend thing. Everybody yesterday, for most of the day on the message boards, thought it was his family, but apparently late last night it was reported that it was his girlfriend. Basically, for for most of the day and for all of yesterday, I was based on some of what I was hearing and what people claimed to know, I was cautiously optimistic that this wouldn't be the entire season, and I still am. I was actually pretty optimistic he could be back for the Penn State game, but actually, what I just read a couple minutes ago, there was something about Herb Street saying that he has been suspended 4 games. It just hasn't been announced, and OSU is appealing to have it reduced. What's funny is they've known about this for about since a day or two after the Wisconsin game. They've known about this, but they've been doing what they can.
Well, that's bad news, sir, if that's true. Because if that's true and if that's proven, your season is vacated.
Oh no! He hasn't played in any games since we've known. We've known about it since after the Wisconsin game.
After the Wisconsin game.
Been a day or two.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because you live
Wisconsin
up there.
game,
You live up there, right? You live in Ohio?
Yes, sir.
How much is what do you think a plane ticket round trip to Pasadena on a holiday week would cost?
Oh man.
Assuming
too much for me to afford, sir.
So more than $1,000
round trip. If you're including like round trip and a hotel, yeah, it'd probably be over $1,000. Yeah.
Right. So he's done for 4 games then. The length of the suspension is the length of the suspension is based on the amount. Yeah.
Based on the amount.
Anything
now,
over $1,000 is 33. Anything over $1,000 is 33% of the season or 4 games. That's what Todd Gurley got. That's what AJ Green got.
Yeah, I did read an article in the Dispatch also that that said that's not set in stone. They don't have to give you that exact amount. It's a guideline. Usually, it's based on some other factors too. So.
Well, it's based on part of it is based on who you got the loan from, and if it's a family friend, you have to prove that it was a family friend that you've had a connection with since before your recruitment began, and by Chase Young's own words, this guy was not a friend.
It wouldn't be enough
until after.
Yeah, now it can also depend on if you paid it back already. Based on what the information I have, he has a paper trail that proves he's paid it back already, and he also has some proof that he has some relationship with whoever he got it from.
But the relationship has to predate the relationship has to predate his recruitment, and by Chase Young's own words, it does not.
It didn't.
Right. And
so,
you believe that too. You believe that his family just happened to meet a guy right before he enrolled at Ohio State, who 2 years later was willing to loan him money to fly his girlfriend back and forth to California.
Not exactly, but regardless of it, he sorry, I'm a little sick right now if you can't tell, but regardless of it, it's still a judgment call. Again, it's not if he had a relationship to him prior of his recruitment, he wouldn't be suspended at all. But because he met him after his recruitment, he's still up for suspension, but it can still be reduced based on that factor. Now, that's just what I read.
Yeah. I would agree, but I think it should be 4 games. I think it should be 4 games.
Yeah,
Todd Gurley had to sit out 4 games for signing $1,000 worth of his name on a piece of paper. It took him about, on some jerseys or whatever. It took him about an hour in the back seat of a car to make $1,000, and he had to sit out 4 games. AJ Green sold a game-worn jersey or whatever it was, and had to sit out 4 games. If it costs more than $1,000, which I'm sure it does, if it costs more than $1,000 to fly to L.A. and back and stay in a hotel room on New Year's week, then he needs to sit out 4 games.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, probably cost a couple grand, in fact, but now it could be reduced from what I read based on the fact that he paid it back already. But regardless, he's probably at a max of 4 games. I'm optimistic it won't be any more. But I do question the intelligence of him and his family, because there's about 1,000 other ways that they could have gone about this. Well, loan should come from a bank, for one, and for two, they knew he was going to be a first-round pick. Put it on a credit card or something. That's probably what happens when the kid tries to take it into his own hands instead of talking to his family. But I don't know. From what I've heard, he's a great kid. But
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's a great kid. I mean, it's not like I think he's a criminal or anything like that.
Stupid.
But like I said at the beginning, it doesn't matter whether we think these rules or whatever are fair. I mean, they are what they are, and I just find it hard to believe. I was 20 years old once. No one was going to loan me $2,000 to fly my girlfriend to California when I was 20 years old. Nobody. I mean, who does that? So,
sir, yeah, I'm 20 right now.
I know it's what
I would never.
So I just don't. I just don't buy the whole. I don't buy the whole premise of the thing that some guy just out of the kindness of his heart felt bad for Chase. First of all, there's 100 and something players on Ohio State's team. I bet you can count on 2 hands the number of those players who could afford to fly anybody to California and back. So how did everyone else get there? Or did they just not go? I don't know. So this idea that, basic life expense, that's not a basic life expense. I'm sorry. It's not.
Yeah, no, it's not. Now, on the players of being able to afford to fly and back, I don't. For the college football playoff, I know for a fact that they get it funded by the school, and I know for a lot of bowl games, some of the other conferences get their trips funded. But from what I hear, Ohio State is kind of strict, unfortunately, on their opportunity fund policy, and he could have applied for it, but I don't know how often you listen to Zach Smith's podcast or whatever, but I'll still listen to it. And he said it might have been denied, even if he was just trying to fly his family out there.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly what the rules are for getting players' families back and forth to road games, whether they're conference games, non-con games, bowl games. I don't know what the rules and all that are. I think there should be a way for kids' families to go, but how far does that extend? Does it extend to girlfriends? Does it extend to your best friend that grew up across the street from you? I will admit I don't know exactly how all that works. This whole entire story, though, is just fishy to me.
And yeah, I can't blame you for being suspicious. Now, from what I read, it seems like reporters like Bruce Feldman, Joe Klatt, they seem to claim to have sources that say this whole family friend thing, at least to some extent, is true. Now, to me, what it seems like? I think there's something more. I think to some premise it might be true since there are these reporters saying it, but I think there's a factor that we don't know about that might be lying within some secrecy that might explain it more. I don't know what that could be, but reading between the lines, to me, that seems like that seems like a strong possibility to me, at least.
I mean, I don't want Chase Young to be suspended just in general. I don't want that. Just like I don't want Tua to be hurt today when they play LSU. I'm a college football fan, and when I watch the Ohio State-Penn State game in a couple of weeks, I want both teams to be at full strength, health-wise and availability-wise in terms of suspensions and stuff like that. But, you know, I wanted Todd Gurley to play and win the Heisman in 2014 too, but he didn't because he signed his name a bunch of times and had to sit out 4 games. I mean, it's just what it is. So if that's what he did, then he's just going to have to sit out. And I think 4 games is the minimum. I think it's like you said. Sometimes you turn a rock over, a lot of stuff slithers out from underneath, and that could be what the problem here is. Nobody wants the NCAA snooping around their program. Nobody. And so, you know, who knows what they're going to discover or figure out. I hope he's telling the truth and it's exactly what he says it is, and he can just sit out his 4 games. I mean, Chase Young is amazing. I'm not sure if Chase Young would be the difference between Ohio State winning or losing against Penn State. I would still pick Ohio State to win that game without Chase Young. So, and then he would be back for a Big Ten title game in the playoff run if that's what he chose to do. So, but
yeah, I think we could still beat Penn State without Chase Young, but having them back for, you know, if we do run the table and make the playoff, having them back going up against a Bama or an LSU offense, that could be the difference in my opinion. It could be. Penn State, I'd be more confident about us escaping that game.
A sling it around
with
team,
or without
Alabama especially, you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we've seen over the last 2 seasons, this one and last one, that's how you contain Alabama, that's the only chance you have. You've got to pressure Tua. If you don't, you've got no chance of winning at all. You have to have the ability to pressure him and play a lot of man. And if you can't do that, you got no chance to win. And Chase Young is key to that. For Ohio State, so something like that, yeah.
And we have the secondary to play whatever coverage we want this year. That's just the players we have this year, and you know, based on who's leaving, there's a good chance we don't have that next year. But this year's a great opportunity because we have, as long as we get them back in before the end of the season, we have Chase Young who puts a clock on the quarterback and the secondary to play whatever defense we want.
Yeah. Craig Essick, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, can we just please be patient and wait for all the facts to come out? No, that's just not how these kinds of things work. I mean, try to find a football show.
Never happened.
Try to find a football show on the radio today or on TV or a pregame show or anywhere that doesn't talk about this Chase Young situation. I'm sorry. He's the best player in college football and he's suspended. People are going to talk about it. We're not going to ignore it. Until the NCAA decides they want to make a ruling. That's just not how this works. That's the same kind of thing when I don't want preseason polls. I'm sorry, people are going to put out preseason polls. It's just going to happen. And when there's a big headline or a big news story in college football, people are going to talk about it. They're not just going to sit around and twiddle their thumbs, quote unquote, waiting for the facts to come out. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's how it always is. Whether it's football or it's anything else, that's just not in people's nature to do that. But I'll keep looking for updates. I don't know. I'm going to check the validity of the whole Kirk Herbstreit thing that he was suspended for 4 games, and they're trying to appeal it or get it reduced.
Yeah, I'm guessing he said that. I'm guessing he said that on Game Day or something. I don't know. I mean, I have Game Day on out here, but obviously I've got the volume turned down so low I can't hear it. But so maybe he said that on Game Day. I don't know. Maybe somebody watching can let us know in the comments. Did Kirk Herbstreit say that on Game Day that he heard Chase Young is suspended for 4 games? It's just not announced yet, and Ohio State is appealing it. Has anyone in the comment section heard that? Maybe they'll let us know. I don't know.
Yeah,
but Peyton, I'm going to let you go. There's a lot of people still on hold, and I have to wrap the show up here at 10 today. So I hope it works out for Chase Young and Ohio State. I mean, this would be a shame if it ends up being any amount worse than what we already think we know, and he ends up, not playing. That would be awful. I hope it works out. Keep us updated, sir, and good luck today against the Turtles. Although you're not likely to need it. Yeah. Ken AV guy. A new high super chatter for the morning. Ken AV guy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. He says, make sure you get Lou Jr., and Miss Lou something special with us for Christmas. Without them allowing you to do this, none of us would be here to enjoy it. Thanks to them and you. That's one of the more thoughtful comments I probably ever received. I thank you, Ken, not just for the super chat, but for the kind words. Too. It is I sit out here from 8 in the morning till 2 in the morning every Saturday, and that does. They do pay a price for that during the season. I spend a lot of time out here from August to January. I'm not complaining. I love what I do. I'm lucky to do what I do. But it's nice that you would even consider the effect that might have on everyone else in this house. So thank you, and Mrs. Lou especially, because she pretty much has to run this house by herself on Saturday. So thank you very much, Ken. I really appreciate that. And we will get back to the phone calls and that. Good morning. You're on with Uncle Lou.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Uncle Lou.
Hey, what's up?
This is Jermaine Davis.
What's up, Jermaine?
Man, been waiting a long time to get on with you. Just want to, first off, thank you for all you do. As a Georgia Bulldogs fan, it's like anytime I just hear about us in the news, it's mostly negative most of the time. I just, again, want to thank you for all the hard work you do.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
And also appreciate the Take Your Boy to Work day. It's good to see that, especially in today's world.
Take your boy to work. Yeah. When he was younger, if you guys are ever really, really bored and you go back to the beginning of this channel, like 2014, before I really was even making football videos, he used to be in a lot of the videos. And as he has gotten older, when he was like 3 and 4 years old, he wasn't self-conscious or anything like that about being on video. He really didn't know what he was doing. Now I sort of have to say, come on, man, come on out here and talk to the people for a little bit. So he's not on here quite as much as he used to be, but I still love it when he comes on.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, hey, appreciate the time you have with him. He'll be grown before you know it.
I know.
What I really wanted to say, the LSU-Alabama game, I don't know. It's like when it comes to Alabama since last year's national championship, it's like with sharks, blood's in the water. Everyone's taking a shot at them now, and I really feel that this can go either way.
I do too. I took LSU plus 6 points. I think Alabama ends up winning the game. I think LSU's been the better team to this point in the season. It's just hard for me to pick them to win there at Alabama. So I'm just banking on the fact that it's going to be a close game. So I took LSU in the 6 points. But I really hope this one lives up to the hype. We've had some games this year that were supposed to be really good that ended up being sort of disappointing. I hope that's not what we get today. I hope this is sort of like, to me, the most entertaining game I've seen all year, even though one of these teams has sort of fallen off the map. Texas LSU week 2. That was probably the most entertaining game I've seen all year. And I think we have the potential today with LSU Bama to see a game like that. A team with a game with a lot of scoring, some good defensive plays, 2 really good rosters. I really think this game has the potential to be really, really good, and I hope that's what we get.
Also, real quick before I go, it's like Alabama to me doesn't feel like the Alabama. Think of it this way. It's like in the movie when the bully comes into the hallway, everyone gets out of his way. But now it's like even the nerds are standing up to the bully now, like, I got a chance of taking this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think LSU thinks they're the better team. So I don't think they're going to be intimidated or anything like that by playing Alabama. Now,
they're motivated.
Now the home crowd, that could have a factor. Are we going to see, delay of games or is LSU going to have problems substituting players in and out or getting the play in? Those are the kinds of things, a crowd can affect. So we'll see how fired up the Gumps are when this one kicks off at 3:30 in terms of the crowd noise and all that. But I'm expecting a really good game.
And just one last thing, I completely agree with you. If Georgia wins the title game, there's no reason under the sun I don't see letting them into the playoffs. I don't see why most people, like you say, are worried about that. I've never really heard of it myself. I mean, I'm not a football fan like yourself, an enthusiast, but if they win out and win the title game, you can't just leave them out in the cold. It's
No,
ridiculous.
they'll be in. Yeah, if they go 11-1 in the regular season and win the SEC title game and finish at 12-1 with an SEC title, they will 100% be in the playoff. Now, whether they can do that or not, that's a different argument. But if they go 12-1, they'll be in.
Well, Lou, it's been fun for my first meeting with you, and hope to speak to you again.
Yeah,
you have a good day.
Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. We got three calls on hold. Those will be the last 3 calls of the day. So 615-301 and then 229. Before we get to those 3 calls, though, I'm going to give away one of these. Bright badges, one of these fan badges, these LED scrolling nameplates. They're great. You guys got to get you one. Check the website out, www.brightbadge.com. Order yourself one. You'll be glad you did. They're great for trolling. Lou Jr. loves them, too. Great for kids, too. Good stocking stuffers, even. Put one down in your stocking, your kid's stocking, whatever. Your wife's stocking, whatever the case may be. The possibilities are endless. But we're going to give one away, and this is how this is going to work this time. And I want to make this very clear because I don't want any misunderstandings. I want to know the score of the LSU-Bama game. Don't just type the score. I need team and score. So, LSU 30, Bama 31. It's got to be like that. If you just type 20-17 and the score ends up being 20-17, that doesn't count. I want to know the team and how many points they score, and then the other team and how many points they score. One guess is all you get. One guess, and you need to remember what your guess is, and you need to remember about what time you made the guess, because whoever wins is going to have to email me. You'll have to email me after the game, tell me that you won, and then you're going to have to tell me the time stamp. You guys know you can go back and watch this live video later after it's uploaded, and you can view the live comments in real time, okay? So you're going to have to send me an email and tell me you're the winner, what your YouTube screen name is, and the time stamp on the video when you left the comment so that I can go back and verify it. If when I go back to verify it, I see that you made 3 or 4 different guesses as I'm reading through the comments, you're going to be disqualified, and I'm going to go on to the next one. So that's that, and we'll give one away. All right, let's get back to the phone calls and that too, and also. Good morning, you're on with Uncle Lou.
Good morning, Lou. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. It's good to see Lou Jr. on this morning.
Yeah, he's in a good mood today, so that's good.
Oh, yes. Hey, I feel for the Ohio State fans that are all sick. That's that Chase Young flu going around up there.
It's something serious.
Sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No known cure at this point.
I wanted to call about your first caller was talking about the Willie Taggart. And, if you're going to call into the show and you're going to represent, have something intelligent to say.
That would be great.
Don't go stupid.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get your thoughts on this Deion Sanders.
Oh, my God. I'm glad you asked. What a disaster that would be. What a disaster that would be.
I'm just blown away that, I'm not blown away that his name's in the hat. I'm just blown away that it's getting this much steam this quick.
I mean, the problem that people had with the Willie Taggart hire was that he hadn't done enough yet as a head coach to earn that Florida State job in a lot of people's mind. He had a losing record at the 2 previous schools he was at. Well, Deion Sanders' record is 0-0. Deion Sanders' coaching experience consists of 1 season as an assistant coach in 2004 for the Dallas Fury, which is a women's basketball team. I don't understand how in the world any Power 5 program, much less one like Florida State, would even consider hiring a head coach with zero coaching experience at any level. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. And if they do that, it'll be way worse than the decision to hire Willie Taggart.
Well, I agree on the fact of it is the Willie Taggart hire. I don't understand that from the jump. There was really no excitement behind it, and now they're talking about bringing in Deion. I mean, yeah, if he goes into living rooms, he's going to score recruits. But what's he going to do with them on the field?
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. It makes no sense to me.
I mean, yeah, he could get an all-star coaching staff, I mean, just from alumni, but what coaching experience do they have? I mean, so I really don't understand, other than the fact is maybe they're trying to deflect some of the attention off the people they're really going after. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's other names. It's not like, I mean, they're Florida State. They can get maybe not anybody they want, but close. I mean, you got Bob Stoops floating around out there. I think it's at least worth calling Urban Meyer. I don't think he would go there. I think he's going to Southern Cal, but it's at least worth calling him. I like Luke Fickell at Cincinnati, P.J. Fleck at Minnesota, Matt Campbell at Iowa State. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on, and it seems like Deion Sanders would be way down the list.
See, that's what I'm thinking is I agree with you with P.J. Fleck. Now, I think he could do some damage there. And let's be honest, really the only competition you have is Clemson. And,
yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, it's not like, Florida State is pretty bad right now, but it's not like there's like 4 or 5 teams you would have to catch in the ACC. I mean, it's pretty much Clemson and then a huge group of 7 and 8 win teams after that. There's really no clear-cut second-place team, and Florida State is, probably better positioned than any other team, them in Miami, to make a run at Clemson than anyone else in the ACC is. So you're 100% right.
Yeah, I think with our next coaching hire, we could, if we hit the right guy, okay, if we get PJ, if we get somebody like that, we could have a really quick turnaround.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as not competing nationally, but as far as coming in second to Clemson in the division is a whole hell of a lot better.
No, I agree with you. There's some schools that might hire a coach, and no matter who they hire, it's going to take 3-4 years to get the thing turned around. That's not the case at Florida State. Like you said, if the right guy in there can turn that thing around, I think real quick.
Exactly. And, you look at a school like at Arkansas. We'll take Arkansas, for example. It really doesn't. I mean, I don't know that job is ever going to be appealing enough for them to have to go up against the schedule they have to go up against.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, where they sit, I don't ever see Arkansas competing for a national championship, and that's no disrespect to them. But where they sit in the SEC, it's not every year. You've got 3 teams that are better than them, period, that they got to play. And that's not our case in our situation. Right guy, next year we could be second, next year in the ACC. And that's just, and with that comes, more recruits, the better we get, it's not like we're on an uphill battle. Right now we're on an uphill rise, we're not going up the mountain, so, but anyway, and I do want to say one other thing. I've watched your morning show from the very first one and I've watched every one since. And I will say, every morning that I watch, it gets more and more entertaining.
Yeah, well,
I do
thank
like
you.
the fact is,
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I do like the fact is that some mornings you run a little longer, because the fact is I really enjoy it. It's, if you haven't had a chance, for all you people in the box down there, if you haven't had a chance to tune into the morning show, you really need to. It's comical. The people in the box, they're comical. I mean, it's just a really good time. And and when you have your surprise guest on there, and the pee breaks always just, I just laugh my ass off on those. I'll just be honest.
Yeah.
So because the thing is I think we're about on the same schedule with that. But or here or there, But anyway, hey, I won't take up any more of your time. I want you to have a great day. I'll be checking in on you throughout the day, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you for the phone call. I'm glad you got through today. That was good. A couple super chats, and then we'll get to the last two calls. 301, you'll be next, and then 229, you'll be the last call of the morning. Bears, Cubs, Canes, thank you for the super chat, sir. I really, really appreciate it. He says, is this $5 even worth your time? These ballers throwing hundreds around. Kidding, bud. Have a good day and go Canes. Listen, $1, $100, $1,000. The fact that anyone would donate is amazing. It really is. And it's not so much the amount. Obviously, someone donates $50 or $100. That's a huge deal, obviously. I'm not rich by any means. $50 or $100 is a lot of money to me, like I'm sure it is to most of you at home. But I don't appreciate the gesture of a $100 donation any more than I appreciate the gesture of a $5 or a $2 or a $10 donation. It's just the idea that people would even do it is, I mean, it doesn't go unnoticed. It's always appreciated. I try not to, I don't want to be one of these YouTubers whoever seems like I'm begging for money all the time. I know there are some people that do that, but I do want to make sure that whenever someone does choose to directly support the channel through a super chat, that I take the time to thank them, when they do that. So hopefully I've found sort of a happy middle ground there where people who aren't able or don't want to donate don't feel like they're any less important, while at the same time I'm making sure to thank everyone that does. So hopefully it comes across that way, and no one feels left out. No one feels like they have to donate, that kind of thing. So thank you. I really appreciate it. Braves WS95, thank you for the super chat, sir. He says, do you think we'll be able to contain Kelly Bryant? I'm not sure he's going to play today. I sort of wish I could have watched Game Day this morning to see if they give any update on that. I hope he plays. You guys know me. My thoughts never change. I always hope everyone is able to play. I like teams to be at 100% when you play. So I hope he's able to play. As far as can we contain him, yeah, I think we can. Georgia has had pretty good luck under Kirby Smart with mobile quarterbacks. So are we gonna would we shut him down completely? Probably not. Missouri's got a really good tight end too, and Georgia has had some issues this season with really good tight ends. So I can see Missouri moving the ball some and having some success at times in the air. I don't expect Missouri to score 30 points or anything. I mean, at the end of the day, Georgia's defense still hasn't given up more than 2 touchdowns in a game all season long. Could Missouri do it? Yeah, they could. But I would say it's probably not likely. I think the score of this game will end up being Georgia somewhere in the 30s, and Missouri somewhere in the teens would be my guess. But I do think Kelly Bryant is a pretty good quarterback. And we definitely, if he does play, we're definitely going to have to make sure we contain him. And thank you for the super chat. Ryan Parker, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Lou. Have a great day and go Dogs. Thank you, sir. Misha Bell, good morning. Thank you for the super chat. Go Tigers. I can't wait for that game. I'm a college football fan. Georgia's my favorite team, but I'm a college football fan, and I want to see LSU and Alabama go at it. I'm ready to see this one. Brian Wallace, thank you for the super chat, sir. Rashawn Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Showing love from Augusta. Go Dogs. You're right down the road from Uncle Lou then. I'm out in Evans. I grew up in Augusta. Went to Westside High School. I live out in Evans now. Thank you for the super chat, sir. One more here. Logan Jackson. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Lou, I had an alarm set to wake up and watch the show, and the wife turned it off. Divorce. I don't know what else to tell you. That's the only real remedy, sir. Someone causes you to miss the Uncle Lou show. That's an immediate grounds for divorce. I'm just kidding. I missed the first hour. Can you start over? I can't start over, but once I end the show, the video will upload to YouTube, and you're welcome to rewatch it. But no, I can't start it over. But thank you for the super chat, Logan. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get to these last two phone calls here. Good morning, y'all. With Uncle Lou.
Good morning, Uncle Lou. It's McD Sports 4. How are you doing on this wonderful morning?
Doing good, McD. You ready to get it pushed in by Ohio State today?
Well, I'm calling up to talk about Ohio State specifically. I think we do lose to Ohio State, but I'll make two predictions on that game. They do not cover that 43-point spread, and we hold them to under 60 points. I think that those are my only two predictions. We'll see what happens. I'll laugh my ass off if we beat them. I highly doubt it. But I really want to talk about Ohio State and this Chase Young thing and talk about the Ohio State cheaters. Ohio State, you could tell they're a garbage can program. They only care about winning. You look at these programs like Alabama, Clemson, Georgia, Penn State maybe. They care about growing the student athlete into a boy, into a man. Ohio State only cares about winning games. So, and it's all because of Urban Meyer. You saw that incident last year. He should have really been suspended more than 3 games for not reporting domestic abuse allegations. And Ohio State cared more about winning football games. And Ryan Day, who basically learned under Urban Meyer, is probably the same person. And also, Ohio State, I guarantee you they pay more student athletes than Chase Young. Now, I don't blame Chase Young for accepting the money. I mean, I understand, but he did break the rules, so he deserves to be punished. And also, for example, the thing that really angers me is that Dwayne Haskins, I guarantee you, was paid to go to Ohio State because he was committed to Maryland before Mike Locksley took the Alabama offensive coordinator job. Because Mike Locksley, something you don't know about him, this is his dream job to be the head coach for the Maryland Terps. And he did recruit Dwayne Haskins before he left for Alabama's OC job. And I'm pretty sure Ohio State swooped in and paid him a bunch of money to be their quarterback. But I think Ohio State is a bunch of cheaters. I have no respect for them. Their fans are a bunch of snowflakes as well, because when you tell them the facts, they get all upset and call you a moron or an idiot. So I can't stand their fans either. I hope we beat the living crap out of them today, but I know we're not, because they're more talented than us because they pay for all that talent. Meanwhile, Maryland recruits that talent fairly and follows the rules, unlike Ohio State. And I think they're a garbage can program. I can't root for them. I respect programs like Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Penn State, programs like that. But I just can't respect these trash can programs like Miami and Ohio State that obviously just pay the athletes, the student athletes, to play for them and don't really care about wins and losses. That's all I have to say. Have a good morning, Lou, and go Terps. I hope we pull off that upset.
Oh, yeah, thank you for the call. Good morning, y'all, with Uncle Lou.
What's going on, sir?
Yeah, good morning in that.
Hello? Yes, sir. I was just calling to just see what your take on. I just read on Twitter right before I got on that Seth Emerson from The Athletic said that Taylor Powell will start for quarterback tonight for Missouri. The concern is there that Georgia sometimes prepares for one quarterback, and if something happens with that one, then a backup goes in, and we end up tend to have trouble with that. What's your take on that? And can we stop whoever this backup is?
Well, I understand what the perception is, but I mean, those two backups that you're referring to are two of the best 5 quarterbacks in all of college football. And whoever this guy that you just named from Missouri is not one of the 2 best 5 quarterbacks in all of college football. So I'm way less worried than I would be with a team that had Tua or Jalen Hurts as a backup.
Okay. And then also, too, just wanted to express some concerns on the hype video that you had for Florida last week. You said that you hoped that Florida could one day feel what it's like to rip out the hearts of another team who had hopes on their division title. I hope Florida never gets that opportunity to feel what that's like. But
I understand.
If Florida played in football, I would choose a root for Iraq to win.
Oh.
I don't like any other SEC team, and I know you're a college football fan first. I get that, but I'm the total opposite. I want every other team that plays Georgia to lose all their other games.
I understand, sir. Believe me, I understand.
All right, Dr. Lou, have a good day, sir, and go Dogs.
All right, thanks for the call, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to be it for the phone call portion of the show. Yes. Lots of good calls today. I appreciate you guys taking the time to call in. I apologize for the long hold times. It's not a whole lot I can do about that. I am trying to get better at spending less time on each call so that more people have a chance to get through in each show. But at the same time, once someone does wait on hold for 20 or 25 minutes, I don't want them to feel rushed or whatever. So it's a balancing act. Bad Dog, good morning, sir. What's up, buddy? Good to see you this morning. Here's to the best college football video maker on YouTube. Dilly, good morning, and that too. And also, Bad Dog, I hope you're still watching. I want to have you on the show. I want to have you on the morning show. I don't know what your morning schedule is. I need to message you maybe on Twitter. Is maybe the best way to get a hold of you. If I can remember today, I'll send you a message, or if you could send me one in case I forget. I want to have you on the morning show and talk about NFL rookies this year. Anyway, thank you for the super chat, sir. You guys check out Bad Dog if you're not subscribed to him already. One of the best NFL video makers out there. The guy swallowed a computer chip when he was a baby. It's amazing to listen to him rattle off stats and whatnot. He's an Oklahoma Sooners fan, too, so you control him a little. His playoff hopes ended when the playoff bowl came out Tuesday. Sorry about that, Bad Dog. Man, I can't believe they put you at 9. Oh, well. Hard to imagine Oklahoma getting up into the top 4. Braves WS, thank you for the super chat. He says paying players, OSU equals SMU. I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know if it's that bad yet. Vodka drinker. Thank you for the super chat. He wants to know who has Iraq played. You know, the last time Iraq played somebody, they got beat. Desert Storm, woo. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Hound Dog, what's up, buddy? Go Vols. We're going to a bowl game, and I promise you that. Beat Kentucky. I picked Tennessee to win, but the closer we get to that game, for some reason I'm having a bad feeling about that game for Tennessee. I want Tennessee to win. I want there's a lot of Tennessee fans that have stuck around on this channel through some really hard times, and for them, I want Tennessee to finish the year strong, and I did pick Tennessee to win today, but for some reason, as the week has gone along, I've gotten a worse and worse feeling about the Tennessee game today in terms of Tennessee winning. I still hope they pull it off for the sake of the fans. We'll see. Won 2 games in a row, both at home. Of course, they had to go on the road today to take on Kentucky. All right, guys, I'm going to end the show. As you know, there was no hype and hate video that came out yesterday. I addressed this earlier in the show. I'll just mention it real quick. Again here at the end, but I was supposed to do the hype and hate video yesterday. The Chase Young thing happened, and then I also had some people over here remodeling one of the bathrooms in my house. They're back over here now today again too, and anyway, it just threw me off yesterday, and I wasn't able to do it. I'm going to try to do one now or after I end this live show and have it up before 12. Now, usually when I do those hype and hate videos, they take me 4 or 5 hours to do. So today's hype and hate video for Missouri, it won't be the usual hype and hate video. I'm probably just going to use my cell phone. I'm probably just going to hold it, pace back and forth, and trash Missouri for 7 or 8 minutes, and then upload that. So I apologize for it not being what it normally is. It's not a reflection of Missouri or what I think about them or anything like that, because, of course, I didn't do one against Arkansas State or Murray State. That's not why I didn't do one this week. Just too many things came up, and I just didn't have the time to do it. I'm going to try to do something today. I'll be live streaming today starting at about 3:15 for all the afternoon games and the night games. So I'm going to stream from about 3:15 till 10 or 11 o'clock tonight whenever the Georgia game ends. So all the 3:30 games, the big one being LSU and Bama, and then the nighttime games, Georgia, Missouri, South Carolina plays App State, Tennessee plays Kentucky tonight. Some good games tonight. That's going to be on the Patreon page, though, so if you're a Patreon member, be sure to check the Patreon page around 3:15 for that link. You guys know the deal. Click the link, takes you to the live stream. If you're not on the Patreon page, what's wrong with you? Click the link in the video or in the description of this video or any video that says support the channel. It'll take you to the Patreon page. You get yourself signed up. Join us for the live stream. We have a good time watching those games over on the Patreon page. So, but that's going to be it, I think, for today. Shout out again to brightbadge.com. They're going to be sponsoring these Saturday morning shows for the rest of the season. Pick you up one of these badges. Troll your friends or your enemies, depending on who you are and what you have. I don't know, friends, enemies, whatever. But they're great. Football games, concerts, parties, whatever. They're amazing. They make great stocking stuffers. Lou Jr. loves them. We gave one away earlier today. I'm interested to see who ends up winning that. But go to www.brightbadge.com. Check them out. Get yourself one. Hell, get yourself two. Why not? They're great. They're taking good care of Uncle Lou. Let's return the favor. Buy yourself an LED badge. You need it. You need it. Yeah. All right. Also in addition to that as well, have a great day.